everybody. I would like to thank the three groups who shared for sharing their opinions, and welcome all of you here to listen to our TED Talk about prison reform. Now, I heard three great social issues, but for me, I really think that prison reforms is the most important issue. So prison population is on the rise. Since 1980, prison population has gone up 800%. Part of that is because judges are handing out longer sentences. Now, I mean, that doesn't seem like a huge deal, but 800% is a lot because the world's population has only gone up one third. Sometimes one cell can be as crowded as this pack of cows.
Prisons have a huge impact on children because it can lead to bad habits of following in parents or family members' footsteps. 1 in 28 children have a parent or family member incarcerated. And to be more specific, 1 in 110 white children have a parent or family member incarcerated. And 1 out of 15 black children have a parent or family incarcerated. Children often experience chronic sleepiness or depression in these issues. And this picture is more about like what this issue can lead to.
Alright, so one more thing I want to say is prison conditions are getting to be really bad. My group read a story about a prison who did not supply health care at all for their prisoners. So that means if somebody got hurt, they were left there to die and to suffer. They didn't give them any treatment at all. And this is a picture of a lot of very sick prisoners, and they're all living together, which is very unhealthy for them. And prisons could definitely do something to fix that problem.
For our solutions, we can improve on how the police work, like how policemen arrest people that might seem suspicious, but figure out if they're guilty or not. And then for our second solution is smaller sentences for minor crime. So if they didn't do it, like shorten their sentence instead of giving them like 15 or whatever year. And then for the third one, non-violent offender out of prison quicker, because if they're like not the right guy, get them out quicker than keep them in and see what the punishments were. And then for the last one, prisoners who have used drugs go to rehab instead of prison. So instead of going to prison, they should like have some place for them to live so they can figure out what they did and what they did wrong instead of going for prison for no reason.
Some people think prisons shouldn't be changed because it's not a pressing social issue and it's not important enough. I'm here to tell you that it is. Prisons should be changed. I'm not saying the other social issues we are looking at today aren't important. I'm telling you that we believe ours deserve attention. Prisons need to change because they are connected to a lot in society today. Prisons hold many drug users that will serve a sentence for having possession or using drugs when they need rehab to get over their addiction. Many prisoners are from poor families and have been exposed to violence and abuse much of their lives, mostly therapy. Prisoners who have been exposed to this re-arrested almost 3/4 more than prisoners who haven't after 5 years out of prison. Also, many children who have imprisoned parents can have negative effects on their development, including emotional trauma, more likely to live in poverty, and more prone to aggressive behavior.
In conclusions, prisons need to change. Here we have a prison of an overcrowding prison that is in bad condition. So there are many things we can do to change prisons. We can reduce overcrowding in prisons, increase health care for prisoners, and overall conditions of prisons. Thank you for listening to our TED Talk on prison reforms.